Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Grass and Grain here in Shamrock Valley. My name is Jack as always, and we're just getting a load of fertilizer in this morning actually. We finished up the silage yesterday, well our silage at least. We're gonna get straight back onto the ground, and get it covered with a nice bit of nitrogen on there, just to give that grass every fighting chance it can get to kick on and grow. So we're up at our local store, fetching up the fertilizer. We get most of our seeds and fertilizer from there, to be honest, and it serves us well. So we're going to take this back. We've got the dually on the back here. I think we've got about I haven't got a great deal on the fertilizer here, but with what we have left at the yard, this should see us through for now at least. So we're going to take this back over, and we'll get ourselves all set up, and we'll be in the fighting position to get going. The new forager handled the rest of our land very well indeed. Got everything we need to do done nice and quickly, which is great news. Allows us to move on and go and concentrate on other tasks. This morning we're going to go and start cutting some ground for Jerry, who is... Actually, we'll not take that way, it's a bit tight in there. We'll go the long way. Jerry's silage, first cut silage is about ready, so we're going to get that cut down today if we can, which would be very good actually. We need to get a start on that one, so we're going to send up one of the guys to go and have a look at that and see how we get on really. But yeah, we're all doing well. We're going to actually just cut through here because it's a little bit easier on the tractor and the brakes on the trailer just to come through, yeah, and not quite so tight. And we'll just slowly crawl down the hill. And then yeah, well, once we get that done, we're able to get moving on with the rest of our second cut, hopefully, once that starts to grow a little bit more. And we'll get some hay done as well. So lots to do as always. There we go. Let's pull it to a stop. We probably didn't get as much silage in the pit there as maybe I would have liked. It was a little bit short. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do with it. We're gonna have to just roll with it and see if we can make it work. I mean, we don't need it for cattle or for livestock or anything. It is solely just for just to sell to the biogas plant in the end of the day. But more is more, as the saying goes. We could have always done with an extra little bit there to keep us going. However, we'll make it do. Now, what I need to do, I'm gonna pull into the yard here. We should be yeah, there it is, perfect. We're just getting one of the teams getting the fence up and away, ready to go. They are going to go and head off and do a little bit of, like I said, do some mowing for Jerry up on the hillside. So I got plenty to go cracking with there. So we'll just make sure they're all set to go, and then we'll come back and get ourselves all set up here as well. We need to find some space to move the tractor. We're going to be out in the Fiat today. We're going to go out into the lovely 11090 and spread a little bit of fertilizer with the old girl. It's perfect for that job. We don't have the biggest spinner yet. We don't have GPS on it or anything like that. We might get to it at one stage. But, oh, I love driving that Fiat in that setup. It's just glorious. But what we'll do, we'll go to, as you can see, there's our silage bit as well. We need to tidy it up still. I haven't done that, I must admit. We'll get onto that at some stage soon. It's all clamped up though. It's about half full, sadly. We could have done with a little bit more, but there you go. Such is life. And yeah, we'll get this, get the fence all ready to go, and then yeah, we'll get on our way. Alright then, there he goes. That should keep him busy for the day. There's plenty of grassland up there to do, which is great. But what we need to do is jump back into the 6.9. And then, for now at least, yeah, it's a little tight to work in here. For now, we're just going to swing this straight into here. And should give them enough space to work on with. We'll park up there, that's lovely stuff. And there we go. So we'll get these unloaded, we're going to stick them straight into the back of the spinner there, and then we are heading off. Oh, I wonder if you can just see the other tractor going. Look at this big girl. She pulled that forager like a dream. Yes, they an absolute dream. Yeah, you can just see him there, he's cutting through. Beautiful. Cracking stuff. We'll leave him to get on with it. Yeah, let's load up the old fertilizer spinner and get going. So we're going to be covering most of the ground that we lifted silage on just the other day. So again, like I say, we haven't got a lot to do, but we're going to be making some hay off it, that's for sure, so we need to get cracking with that. Okay, up there you go. This JCB again absolutely cruises along with the for this buck raking on the pit there. We got a small silage fork, never skips a beat. It's absolutely faultless, and it just I can't get over it for that. It's perfect. What I'd like to do is just move this out of here because I don't want to. Be easier if I just stick this. Let's see, lift it up there. We'll stick this with the nose pointing through the gate the way we're going out, and then that should be fine. Perfect. Okay, so let's just lift these up. We've got one at the front there, we'll empty in first. It's probably going to take about 1.5 bags really, I think, not much more than that at all. Let's see, so we'll get ourselves into here. And in goes the second one as well. It's about perfect. We'll try and get a little bit more in there. Might need to move the one forward, do I? Alright, and so with that filled, I think we'll just knock off the John Deere. We don't need that again anytime soon. Just stay right here. Shut the door there, that's good. And then we just probably just jump up and get after it. Up we go, that's perfect. So we're heading out, we're going to take off, and like I say, we've got a fair few fields that we can do. They're not particularly the biggest fields in the world, but they'll keep us going for a while, that's for sure. We're going to head out this way. Starting with the first field that we mowed, and we'll work our way over through the tree line now. We've got 2 fields to hit there, and then before heading back across the river, I should think. And that'll be perfect for us. So how you all doing? I hope you're doing very well. And the weather is treating you well and you're getting on with your grass work in here. Or even getting on with your silage and the last of your harvest if you're ticking through there. For anyone who is recently new to the area, I hope you're doing very well. I hope you're enjoying yourself. And long may that continue. And if you do have any questions, comments or feedback as well about Grass and Grain, about O'Brien's here, then do please let me know. Would love to hear. I'll answer any questions I can. Always like to kind of keep you abreast of what's going on there. Had a lot of lovely feedback and kind words about this little vlog of mine, so that's always nice to hear. So yeah, I'll always endeavour to respond to those where I can. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. We've got this, like I was saying, the start of our grass work is coming in, and it should be the start of a busy period really, all being well. I'm looking forward to see if our we get many more contracts in for the local BGA, that is, or maybe even just for local farmers nearby. Be ideal if we did, I must admit. But yeah, aside from that, everything is coming along very well. It's nice to get out and change around. I've been in the old tractors of late, so the old John Deere and the Forager, and in the Fiat today, which is always nice. Update on the John Deere Forager is, well, absolutely nothing right now, to be honest. Haven't been able to get a fitter out to have a look at it. I can't quite figure out what it is, or I know what it is, I just don't know how we're going to fix it. It's probably the more apt way of putting that there. We have a crack in the flywheel, and then that crack has forced a crack along the shaft that holds the flywheel there and the bearings. So there's an easy way to fix it, but it might be an extremely expensive way to fix it for the age and the cost of that there Forager. So that's something we're going to have a look into, see what we can do. But the main thing is we have the Lely to keep us going for this harvest at least, or this grass season. And I'm hoping it sees us all the way through. Because yeah, we desperately need it to. So that's the aim for that at least. And then if the cash flow works out well for us, we might look to buy a new one if we can. Or we'll certainly see if we can buy that demonstrator there, because that would be ideal. At the moment though, we'll just stick on as we are. Our fields here, they aren't the biggest at all. They're not the, like I say, that we don't have a large acreage of grass of our own. But it's enough that we've got half the pit there. We'll make some silage bales as well for a second cut, I should think, later on in the summer. And yeah, that should see us through there and give us enough to go out with the local BGA from our perspective. The hope is as well that we get a lot of like carting working at the BGA with other farmers nearby. That would be great, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, otherwise we are flying along here right now, doing very well. We're going to keep pushing through. We'll come back to you once we get all of this done, and then we'll probably have to fill back up at the yard and jump over to the big field we're in the other day there, and we'll take it from there. So we'll keep flying through this, and we'll speak to you in just a little while. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got one more field left to do. We're going to swing around the corner over the little footbridge. This little house on the corner here is stunningly beautiful. Such a nice little place. Oh, it's going to be a bit bouncy in here. Just kill that speed. We left a little bit of grass in here, actually. Now, when we're in this field, we need to be a little bit careful. We have to come away from the river there and try not to throw any nitrogen straight into the river. That's not very good, and we can get fined by by DEFRA, by the environmental agencies, if we get caught doing so. So we always like to come nice and wide here, which is always good. Want to be as careful and protective of the environment around us as physically possible these days, which is what we try to do. Try to be responsible farmers after all. But yeah, we'll get this all covered up there. Once we get this field done, I've actually got to go out and put the sprayer onto the back of the John Deere. We need to get some... there's a little bit of some spring crops that we're going to be trying to get covered up that we need to go and spray off. So that's something we'll go and look into. But yeah, at the moment we're just, like I've been saying, we're cruising along very nicely. Work is getting done at a rapid pace. The oilseed rape over there, you can see, is flowering very nicely. And shouldn't be too much longer before it's all good and done, I should imagine. So we'll see about that. We have got all of our kit. I think I did a farm video with you, a machine video to show you what we had. It's all ready and waiting. But what we'd likely do is when we get ourselves all finished up here, we'll go and just hook up the sprayer, get this filled up with spray, get ourselves ready to roll, I should imagine. But yeah, it's nice to get it out in the Fiat here and keep cracking along. And this beautiful day, it really, really is. We always try to get our silage work done nice and early, just so we can be available for any customers who need grass lifting, so we don't have to clash or decline any work. So that's why we're always a little bit early there when there's not as much grass perhaps, but it suits us for our needs, as I mentioned. Additionally, we're going to start work sooner rather than later, hopefully, on clearing out the old pig shed. We don't need that as a pig shed, we need storage space, so we're going to convert that so I can actually put some roller shutter doors on there. Rip out all of the middle, all of the old sties and troughs and waterworks and things like that. We'll rip all those out and then we'll stick our own stick our machinery in there, really. And we might, well, if we can continue to do well, we might look at building a similar secondary shed as well, just for extra storage space. But at the moment, that's a bit of a pipe dream because we can't afford to do that. But we keep doing the work and we keep putting in the hard hours to get this finished, then you never know. But for right now, it's just going to be a no for that front. This is a lovely old machine though, really is nice. Lacking a few of the mod cons. It's not fitted with air conditioning, it's not fitted with cruise control or a CVT box or vario transmission or anything like that. We've got a hard manual, we've got 5 gears, 3 ranges and a reverse, and that's pretty much all she wrote. It's still a classic. It's well sought after in this part of the world. We've had this for a while. This was with us before we started this the contracting business up, really, before we moved to Scatterbrook. So yeah, we've had this one for quite some time and we've looked after it, and it does us a great job. Okay, and we should get this all wrapped up in this one. Just about, I should imagine. Okay, and so we're going to take this back to the yard. We'll have to empty the fertilizer out of here. We'll put it into a storage bucket or something. Try and rebag it because we can't leave the fertilizer in the back of the spinner. That'll only just start to corrode it. And then yeah, we'll give it a wash down. We'll pop it away, and we should be good. But yeah, we won't be in this field now for quite some time. We're not going to put any livestock into there. We're just going to leave it be, and then after a while there we'll be looking to maybe in about, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, depending if it grows quickly, we should look to get another crop into, or another crop of grass off here at least. We'll just keep an eye on it. It depends. We're not due a great deal of rain for the moment, so we might have to wait a little bit. But yeah, like I said, that's just something we can't really do a great deal about. We'll get around there. Perfect. But yeah, like all of our grass, it's not going to get touched now. It's just going to get left alone, left to grow a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of rain over the next few days just to kind of wash that fertilizer in and wash the grains in there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. But what I'm going to do for now, I think I will we'll unhitch the fertilizer spreader. We'll get that all washed down. Now we need to unload the rest of that fertilizer into the shed as well. So we'll do both those things, and then yeah, we'll put the John Deere onto the back of the sprayer. So I'll see you in a little while. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we've unhooked the trailer. I'm going to cruise on over to the machine shed and see what we find in there. Canola's coming along leaps and bounds. It's looking fantastic, really. Very much looking forward to seeing how that continues. Yeah, everything is coming along quite nicely. We've had quite a bit of sunshine recently, so all the cereal crops have really started to kick on very, very well indeed. So yeah, looking forward to see just how much that continues there. But we're coming into the old storage shed, the old combine shed here, as I refer to it as. We need to see if we can get our sprayer out of here without moving anything. However, we may be stuck. We may have to move out the baler, which we'll do, and then we'll pull out the old, well, the new sprayer. Actually, it's an almost brand new sprayer. So we'll pull out the baler here. We'll get that shipped to one side, and then all being well, yeah, we'll get into the sprayer here. This is our Kuhn sprayer, the Metris 4102. Nice and big, heck of a sprayer really, almost a little too big for what we need, but it allows us to have so much more capacity. Now, we're going to have to get the baler out sooner rather than later to kind of give it a good service over, so we won't put it back into the shed just yet. Now what I could probably do with it is I think we'll just put it over the grain door actually for now. Just keep it out of the way really. This baler will be sticking up an awful lot of bales this year, I do believe. We'll get it put to some use. Yeah, it's a nice little baler. I really do like to look. Oh, I was close to the back there. Good lord. Yeah, I wonder actually. We always used to put the baler onto the big John Deere, but the 69 might just pull it. We might have to go with that. Failing that, we'll stick it onto the fence. That won't be a problem at all. Yeah, I don't get to drive this 69 too often, but it's a lovely machine, so we will try and get to use it more and more, I hope. Now though, we need to just get ourselves hooked onto the main piece of kit in here. There's the old collection, the old girl. She's fantastic. Really, really beautiful combine there. It starts on the dime still. We keep it nice and dry throughout the winter months, and it's perfect. I can't wait. We've got quite a bit of work lined up for that this summer already, so that's going to be great. We just need to get it up and firing, really. That's really, really perfect. Okay, so we'll get this dragged out into the sunshine where we'll get everything hooked up. Our chemicals are over here in the chemical store. So what we'll do, we'll just get ourselves swung into position and we can get this all kind of loaded up here. And then we also need to do small things like put the PTO on and get all that lined up and working. Shouldn't take us too long to do, but we'll get ourselves out. We're going to be doing some tier 3s for the winter and or the spring barleys actually. Give that a nice little kick on, and that should be looking pretty good now. But yeah, we've got all that to do amongst everything else, so we will get it cracking with it. As that fills up, we'll put the PTO in. Beautiful. So at this stage, we're going to leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. There's going to be plenty more coming up from us over the next few days and weeks. I have been Jack O'Brien. I hope you have enjoyed it, the latest episode from us on Grass and Grain, and we shall see you in the next one. So until then, if you have yet to do so, please hit that like button for the episode and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly chooses to host this series of ours, and we shall see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.